Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Uh, don't know if you're watching this on Tuesday or on Friday. If you got there, want to see a double upload, because I know uh this is supposed to be a very long video, so we can get as far as possible in the game. So I'm going to continue my timer where I left off at, so we can still get quite a bit of gameplay in here. So yeah, we are back with Catherine and Guillaume, who are now. She's still sort of playing hard to get, but she admit that she is in love with him, and I don't remember where any of these clues were, but I don't think she was ever in love with him. Like, she thinks that, I don't know, I think he's doing something to her, and like he just, cause he made the sister fall in love with him like instantly. And she's like, what the hell? But what? This gentleman is relieved he didn't have to sing. And just for some reason, he did the whole, like, get down on one knee and be all dramatic and trash. It was trash. I don't trust him. I'm just waiting for the moment that she's going to realize that. Because obviously she somehow got to the point where, maybe in part 2, where she was just like, he living an asshole and I hate him, and she was there. So I'm assuming that's the only reason why, like, this entire chapter has just been a flashback, basically. Yeah. Anyways, a few rules for tonight. As we are in Paris, you must be on your best behavior. No embarrassing jokes like making friends with the street mimes. Agreed. As such, I must retire by 8, 10, 8, 9:30. 9, take it or leave it. Guillaume grumbled, but Catherine just chuckled at his frustration. Fine, 9:15 it is. But oh my gosh, sure. Sorry, I meant 9 sharp. Guillaume's face brightened like a little boy's. Oh, I know where we can go. There's a quaint little piazza just south of here. Are they gonna go get pizza? Like, you go into Paris and you're gonna get pizza? I guess. They have a breathtaking view of the city. They're on a hill, you see. I know the owner personally, so we already guarantee the best seats. And they said the best palm whatever. That dish that I'll probably never have, because I am not rich enough to know what it is. Just cutting again. If you continue eating at every opportunity you get, soon there will be no potatoes left in all of France. Captain sighed. Why must he be so? This better not be a game like all your other flings, sire. I deserve to be treated like more than a prize. But Catherine watched Guillaume's face beam as he talked about their little house on the hill. How when the weather was perfect, the stars would soak the sky. She giggled to herself with fondness. What a dope. A night in Paris and he would rather eat cheese potatoes. It was just like him to pick the stars instead of the city, wasn't it? It pleased her to know that she adored this side of him that others did not see. But was this the real him? Did she really see through him like he said? Or was this a face he put on for her sake, like most flirts could? Yeah. If it was, then she had been watching his face since she was a little girl. From awe to admiration, from friends to lovers. They had seen the best and worst of each other through the years. Surely there was something to that. Surely it couldn't all be a lie. Right? I'm sorry, I got carried away. Shall we go? Yes. Catherine grabbed her coat and Guillaume took her purse. Oh, I almost forgot. Rosa is waiting outside. Yeah, because you said you was going to go hang out. But, okay, I knew this was happening. In my head, I didn't want to say it out loud because I was like, oh, well, no. But, yeah, I was just like, she about to leave Rosa hanging. Just, she's definitely. As soon as he came in that moment, I was like, oh, boy. And, like, she started changing. Her thoughts started changing about him being there. Like, yep, she about to leave Rosa hanging. Okay, then let us hurry meet up with her. I haven't seen her for a long time. I missed her too. It would be a treat to spend the evening with two esteemed ladies. She'll be thrilled to see you. Just like old times, us three. Yes. She slipped her hand on his arm nonchalantly and caught Guillaume's smile to himself. Hey, hold on, guys. Because I am uploading a video at the same time. So, oops. Okay, well, while it does that. Okay, at the very least, let that smile be real. Oh shit. Look, you can't switch scenes on us like that. Like, it was all nice and happy and it sounded, it was shocking. I wasn't fully paying attention to the game. I just clicked to get back into it. I wasn't ready. Nobody was ready for that. Okay, wow. Okay, you're lying. Lady Claudette saw you in Nîmes. Nîmes? Am I saying that right? Okay. Okay, done with that. I was uploading the first part. Probably the part you see before this. Lady Claudette. That's how I read that. Tears and snot ran down her face. She was holding a vintage 1610 bottle of wine. She gripped the neck of the bottle and flung it at the wall where Guillaume was standing. You really expected him to just up and just, oh yeah, just, you don't be the good girl that change him and he's gonna stop being with other women? Like, girl, no, never. She ducked just in time to avoid the glass. Sherry, don't you sherry me, you bastard. Can we not take it out on my wine collection again? That's what you care about in this situation, his wine collection. Okay. Catherine threw another bottle in response. Stop, Catherine, you're going to hurt yourself. Hurt myself? Like you care. Why are her elbows red? You tell me you're off to Avignon? There's no thing, so Avignon? I don't know. Last weekend, but you're actually at Nîmes? Why are you making this into a huge deal? So I had to stop over at a neighboring town. It's a lie if you omit things. I told you at the very start of this relationship, Guillaume. I want 100% honesty from you. And I've told you as well, I have a reputation. Rumors follow me. Idle mouths can't help but chatter. Did you know that Lady Claudette once indecently proposed to me? Inviting her husband's birthday gathering as well. So what? This is all beside the point. You know what they say, where there's smoke, there's a fire. How about a name to further torch the bush? Lelaine de Monteclair. Lelaine is the shop girl of the town. A nice girl. And she was just like a poor guy's like really talented piano playing daughter, so or at least I surmise from all those 3 times I made the mistake to enter his shop, it looks like. Is there anything else you would like to insinuate? Oh, nothing at all, sire. Why, is there anything I should know? Don't you answer that. I just said, don't you answer that. Guillaume sighed and tried to speak calmly. Sherry. Am I saying that wrong, too? I don't know. I know I don't know any of the languages, so... Okay, I promised you when we got engaged, didn't I? I will be faithful to only you. You can promise anything you want. Doesn't mean you actually want to do it. I mean, there's no one else. But Catherine gritted her teeth. Again with this. You're more vague than a monkey's spit. What? Okay, answer me straight right now, yes or no. Are you having an affair? Guillaume threw his hands up in annoyance. Merity? What is that? Catherine, I am not. I have already answered this. Why does it seem like you only hear what you want to hear? I just want to understand everything and make it crystal clear. Is that so bad? Now explain to me what Lady Claudette. Lady Claudette, you're taking that bitter, conniving woman's word over mine? I mean, I would be like, you know what? Everyone might be lying. Well, I try to get information from the source, but the source isn't very reliable. Gilmy shoulder slumped in an irritated surrender. She heard him curse under his breath. I'm tired of this, Kath. This is a waste of time. What is the point of this if we keep going around in circles? Catherine snuffled. I think it's supposed to be sniffled, wiping her nose savagely with her hand. You always do this. You go off on a tangent and pick things apart. You don't even listen to my side at all. Could you stop acting like a child for 1 minute? Maybe then we could have a real conversation. A conversation with a liar is always one-sided. Catherine grabbed 2 bottles this time. What would happen if she brought the 2 bottles crashing in front of her? Would the pieces of glass stab her face? Her eyes, maybe? What a random thought. The morbid picture gave her an out-of-body experience. It was a nasty fight, depressingly familiar. But they were dancing to the same tune once again. Here be the lovers. And to left, the hothead. Watch her dance with anger blazing. Tears of sparkling bitter rage. The fight goes on until she's spent. The reason's hazy in her head. Pan right, the rake. Both the victim and accused were the poison or an unlit fuse. Migraines taunt his pride and temper. Vaguely. He grudgingly takes on logic's mantle. The way they throw reach fever pitch. The dance requests he'll choose to leave. Enough of this, he says in rage. Temper rising, he exits frame. Her unspent fervor burning hot. She cries it off, that cowardly sod. What did you expect, she asks herself. He'll take abuse with a bowed head. The least he could do, her anger shouts. A hint of guilt, a hint of doubt. The migraine throbs as he is pacing. Annoyed and anger, his face of flesh. Capricious woman, irrational. He shakes his head with a tired breath. Yet he basks in torture and savors the taste. This is love, he nods. This is love, he says. Love and pain go hand in hand. It is painful, yes, but never bland. He nips a morsel and takes a bite. Exquisite, he trembles. A rush. A charge. He feels his heart is struck by love. Decide that it is worth the gripe. A dainty flower he must protect, to watch it bloom until it's ripe. But not right now, he says, still sore. His pride is too hard to swallow whole. Hours pass, he wouldn't call. She forms words she knows will hurt. She plans to cut and make him bleed. Yet when he arrives, she all but weeps. Why did you leave? I shouldn't have. Are you angry still? I'm here now, love. Her arms are snug upon his neck. He'll promise to change to do what's best. For both their sake, he admits he's wrong. A little lie to complete the song. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you love. The fuck? Just tell me when you're tired of me or when you find some other pretty thing you bestie. Catherine slipped back into her brain just as the last sentence left her lips. If you're going to leave me, then just leave. Stop playing me for a fool. This is a new tempo. She dropped the bottles at her side but did not let go. He knows the change of song and timed his step accordingly. I never once thought I treated you like a fool. I love you. I'm never going to leave you. New tears turned and bubbled from her eyes. Liar. It was her turn to leave this time, and she did. He was left to perform a solo. Contemplation, regret, penance. A vow of new beginnings forming in his head. Okay, no, I think this is present day. Kath. Oh no. Rosie. Catherine stumbled into Rose's room that evening, drunk to high heaven. Her half-lidded eyes surveyed Rose's meager space. She let herself fall on the bed, regretting it instantly. The ceiling spun in a waltz of throbbing headaches and acid-laced throes. Bad idea. Catherine stood up, and her wobbly legs tripped her. Rosa caught her and sat Catherine on her small bed. My goodness, you stink of alcohol. She propped some pillows behind her back and fixed the stray hairs that had littered her face. Thanks, honey, you're a dear. How much have you had, Kath? Catherine counted on her fingers. Never mind. Would you like some water? Yeah, she needs some. Yeah, nope. Yeah, you need it, though. Interesting. Huh? I can almost hear liquid sloshing around in my brain when I shake my head. Rosa pursed her lips. Catherine was in no shape to make decisions right now. She stood up to get her something to sober up. But Catherine grabbed Rosa's hand and tugged at it gently. No, you. You sit. Please. Rosa complied. Catherine revealed a bottle about 3/4 full. Gee. They snuck another one from the Giddy Monster's closet, serves him right for calling me a child. Rosa began to protest. Catherine paid her no mind. Come on, Rosa. When have we ever drunk ourselves to the point of insanity? And I call you my best friend. Catherine took a huge swig of the bittersweet liquid and offered it to Rosa. Rosa examined it carefully and took a mouthful. The one time I had any type of alcohol, it was disgusting. I don't understand why you would keep drinking it. Rosa examined it carefully and took a mouthful. She gargled it. Why would you do that? Admiring the sweet and sour flavor of the wine. I've never had anything this rich before. Good, right? It had to be. It's the last bottle. Jeez. So, I had another fight with Guy. Shush, bad wind follows that name. I'm not talking about that egocentric pompadour tonight. She calls me pompadour. We are going to drink. We are going to reminisce. And tomorrow we'll hate ourselves together. Agreed? Rosa giggled. If you say so. I'm gonna take a quick moment. Oh gosh. I'm gonna I didn't have any tea this morning, so but we had like this drink mix that's supposed to taste like apple cider, and it does, like, if apple cider just tasted very, I don't know. Yeah. Oh wait, last one. Rosa puffed her cheeks in mock disgust. Fine. How do you make holy water? How? Boil the hell out of it. I'm a fucking child. Oh my god. Rose and Catherine were assaulted by fits of hysterical laughter. Catherine felt the muscles of her cheeks ache. That is so bad. I don't even have the words. Honestly, that was a very bad joke. Because I don't have the excuse for being drunk, and I laughed at that. Catherine wiped the tears of laughter from her eyes. I heard that from one of your suitors, Sire Adrian. Rosa rolled her eyes. How come I always end up talking to your suitors more than you? I must start charging you a fee. I'll pay you with my gratitude. What is wrong with Sire Adrian anyway? He seems like a nice man. Nice hair, nice teeth, nicely groomed mutton chops. That's the problem. The woman laughed. How about Sire Fairhand? He sent you that lovely bouquet of flowers. I'm not interested in a relationship at the moment. At the moment, you don't seem interested ever. I am. Sometimes. It's just hard to connect to people for me beyond physical. Relationships seem out of the question. You don't have any difficulty with me or that idiot in the upper room. And me, you are not incapable. Rose was like, can we stop talking about this though? that's only because you are my closest friends. Well, it must be someone. Yeah. Oh, you're so picky. If you go on like that, you might end up an old maid. So be it. I'd rather take care of your children anyway. I shall be the amazing godmother. Catherine smiled wistfully. I'm not sure I want any. What? Children. I love children, but it's a little scary. Catherine bit her lip. What if she becomes her own mother? It was such a terrifying possibility, wasn't it? She barely remembered her mother. Her malady had struck as soon as Catherine was born. She had never called Catherine by her name, not even on the day she had died. All she knew was that their family struggled with that crisis. Her father, exhausted and depressed, and her sister forced to grow up too fast. To be a blight to the people you love, how horrible would it be? Catherine, Rhoda smiled at her, interrupting her thoughts. You will be a good mother. Your past does not matter. Catherine stared at Rosa, almost enchanted at her ability to know what she was thinking. She really was her best friend, wasn't she? The thought warmed her heart. You really think so? Yes. The fact that you are so concerned about them before they are even born speaks much of your kindness. Whatever happens, those children will grow up loved. Catherine blushed and changed the subject. Oh, we're out of booze. We finished it. I'm quite buzzed. Hey, remember the first time we drank? Do you mean the party or the potato incident? Of course I meant the potato incident. What? Oh, how can I forget? So you're gonna explain, right? And Rosa burst out laughing. That was hilarious. When stopped laughing, I almost went to jail. Goodness, that was so stupid. Rosa laughed again. Amen. Oh my god, did she get drunk and try to steal a bunch of potatoes? Hey, you're supposed to say, no, Catherine, we do dumb things when we're young. Catherine, we do dumb things when we're young. It's about time you learn your lesson. I can't wait to tell your children endless tales of your shenanigans. Wench. Tut-tut. Catherine grabbed Rosa's waist and attempted to tickle her, but Rosa slipped away laughing. Catherine's stomach lurched and she stopped, her hand still hugging Rosa's waist. Oh, she was about to throw up. Okay, the room spun, but it wasn't unpleasant. She felt like being gently rocked in a cradle. She closed her eyes and smiled. She took in Rosa's hand, always smelling slightly like apples. Rosa scratched her head and smoothed her hair. This is nice. Yes. Rosa? Thank you for being with me. Like, who else would... of course. No, I mean... She sat up on the bed. You've been with me all my life. You're my oldest friend. When we first met, I didn't have many friends. I just studied my piano lessons night and day because that's all I ever knew to do. It was all I had. Maybe that was why I begged Papa to let you stay with us. I was so happy. Rosa smiled fondly at the memory. You were there for me, always. That sounds disgustingly melodramatic. You're drunk, I understand. They laughed again. Would you like to hear something worse? What? You changed my life. That is worse. Rosa smiled fondly as she played with Catherine's hair. I'm the lucky one, Catherine. You took me home and treated me like I was family. I wouldn't have known what a real family was like without you. Papa, Francois, and Emily? Even if Papa Francois always did avoid me and he cared for me like his own. Yes. Why is that? That was why I liked him. He was a good man. And you know, he and me was almost family too. Catherine made a face at the mention of the man, but her eyes softened. I miss my father. Me too. There was a pause. Catherine shifted awkwardly in her skin. Can I tell you a secret? Of course. Guillermo and I, we haven't had intercourse. Recently? No, I mean, at all. Oh. Rosa cleared her throat. She's like, why you telling me this though? Yeah, I see. After all these years. Well, after the first time, never again. Rosa blushed. Her head knitted together images of the two people she considered her friends. Rosa tried to push them away, but all she would do was paint the warped fantasies and gossamer and fuzz. She cleared her throat. Is that why you have separate rooms even when we moved here to the chateau? No, that was his idea. He's very peculiar with his sleep. Probably because I don't know if he even going to sleep. I imagine we'll be keeping in the separate bedrooms even when we get married. I don't really mind. Well, your wedding is soon, isn't it? Perhaps you're just nervous. No, I don't think it's like that. Recently, we get intimate, but I always stopped when things got too sultry. Who talks like that? Oh. He gets upset sometimes, but he says it's alright. Catherine looked down ruefully on her toes. He doesn't push me into it. I should be glad. But don't you think it's strange? What if I stay like this even after we get married? I don't understand why. Sometimes I get these doubts and I wonder why they are there. Isn't that unfair for him? I just feel like there's something wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you. But it makes me really insecure. This lack of, What if he's getting it somewhere else? So is she wondered, do we actually have a canon asexual character and she fucking commits suicide? It gets, you know what, that's kind of just making me think that, because if a lot of games, if there's a queer character there, they're going to die. That is a minority character. This was a minority anyway. They usually die. But then, I don't know. If the spoiler I saw was real, then yeah, he probably is he's probably just he's probably going to other people. But I don't know. That's if we trust Steam reviews, which, that's up to you. Oh gosh, wait, go back. Hey, wait. Okay, I read that. Hey, it drives me crazy. And believe me, I want to. Okay, no. I just can't for some reason. What if that's him messing with her? I don't know. I get this horrible feeling I can't explain. Maybe she doesn't actually, he's making her think she loves him, but she doesn't actually, and it's just herself fighting against that. She doesn't want to be with him. And he just made her think she loves him because he couldn't accept no. I don't know. Anything's possible at this point because this game is never ending apparently. Rosa examined Catherine's face and came to a conclusion. It took me a while to understand sex. This sudden no-nonsense comment surprised Catherine. Rosa went on. I was the same as you. I had always had an adverse feeling for it. It's dirty and I should be ashamed for enjoying it. I always thought love would make sex clean. But that's not how it works. They are two separate things. Yeah. So just because you don't like sex, it doesn't mean you don't love him, Kat. Catherine looked up at her. Why do you even care so much to hurt him? What do you think love is? That was written kind of awkwardly. I'm not entirely sure what it was trying to say. Just the warm feeling returned to Catherine's heart. How do you do that? Huh? You always know the right thing to say. Always. Rosa blushed at this, suddenly aware that they were still in a loose tangle of an embrace. I read a lot of smart books lately. She tried to defuse the situation with a laugh, but Catherine didn't drop her look. Candlelight played pretty shadows on her skin, illuminated the glint in her eyes, the moist on her lips. Rosa felt the warmth of the alcohol right up to her face. Her heartbeat increased steadily. Anyway, maybe you will feel better about it when you are married. You're probably just nervous about the whole thing. She made attempts to curl away from Catherine's arms. Slowly, steadily run away. Dispersed the proximity, but she couldn't run away from her stare. Catherine's hand caressed Rosa's face. She touched her scars daintily, tracing them with her fingers. This shit is about to go somewhere. So, we know. So, not as sexual, but she does not like him. She might not like men. And she, like, might be. He might know that, too. That's why he's just like, okay, I guess. No, why he's not, like, pushing her into anything. Yeah. He's like, you're really pretty, Rosa. Especially when you smile. Thank you, I think. You don't believe me? I don't think I am. I look in the mirror and I see a freak. Rosa, that's not true. It is fine. I like being a freak. I wanted to be ugly. I used to bind my breasts and hide in the shabbiest clothes I could find. Rosa touched her eye. This was penance, she remembered herself saying. Don't understand why exactly she had to do that, but for being a sinner and a freak, for attracting attention and spite, for dressing nicely, for letting her hair grow long, but it is long again. But really, I did this to myself, to hide. To hide. Rosa's mouth quivered. I thought people don't touch ugly things. But the truth is, they do. So what I'd rather be is invisible. Catherine wrapped her arms around Rosa's neck. She heard Catherine sniff and wipe tears behind her embrace. She pushed Rosa's hair away and kissed her defective eye. I'm not sure that I would have used that exact phrase because, like, also, defective? Like, she can't see out of it at all, and it's kind of just like, maybe it's like, say that her blind eye or something like that. Okay, you're not a freak, and you're not ugly. I love every part of you. They're all beautiful. Rose forgot how close they were now. Forgot Catherine's hand was on her own. Here was somebody who accepted her with all her faults and ugliness. You always made me feel like I'm worth something. So I'm just, be honest, I am reading a little bit slower now because just like, as soon as I ended that last video, I was like, I don't see why this had the 17+ warning on it. And now I'm just like, I'm gonna slowly, I'm just gonna make them drag this out a bit. Because you are beautiful, Rosa, inside and out. Rosa saw her face reflecting in Catherine's eye. And then, she did indeed look beautiful. But it's like, why wouldn't she then keep her hair? Because, she let it go out again. Catherine's face hovered above her cheek. She planted a little seed of a kiss on it, just barely away. You should say, like, away from Rosa's lips. It's nitpicking, I know. Okay, Rosa kissed her nose in return. It made Catherine giggle. Like, if two people are, like, just, just whatever. It's nitpicking. It makes the sentence easier to understand. But I guess it's not too hard because I mean you do have the visual aid of the picture, not like in a novel. Is at first the kisses were sweet, innocent, but the kind of punch drunk kisses that sent them both in the bouts of giggling. It's like Yummy gonna like walk in and be like, "Oh, sorry." oh, excuse myself. Okay, give Catherine's hand. And technically, would this be considered like cheating? Because even though I mean they're friends and drunk, but I don't know. Yeah, because okay, the kisses lingered, lips melted, hands explored, and was it sucked on? That's this literally disgusting, the grossest fucking thing. Like, don't put your tongue in my mouth. Gross. This wine, candle wax. The fuck you putting? What? That was what it tasted like. Rosa's head began to swoon. Catherine's hands. If my channel hadn't already been demonetized, like, we're just gonna auto. I'm not reading this. You can pause it if you really want to. What? Okay, it says, say, wait, let's go back to that last sentence. Like longing, regrets, tears. A sensational flavor she had never tasted before hovered at the edge of her tongue. Suddenly she was hungry for it. Wait a minute, why would we suddenly be like, do I have to, why would, if that's her mother's voice, why would she when she be like, no, you need to stop? Like, I don't know, it doesn't seem consistent character development. Just saying. Okay, Rosa saved the taste. She breathed deeply. Oh, okay, no, this is Rosa's inner voice, like, without it being covered in the memory of her mother. Got it. A child. Oh, no, there's a mother. Okay, I want it. Her heart, I want her heart. Her love is sweet. Listen to my voice. Okay, maybe I don't need to click on that. Maybe it's not a choice. Okay, my mother. But I'm so hungry. So, oh gosh, wait. Is she actually gonna fucking like eat her? Hey, stop. Wilda flung her eyes open. A sinking feeling of menace. Wow, what the fuck was I about to say? Anyway, a sinking feeling of menace overcame her. No. Wilda pulled away. She pushed Catherine away from her face. Catherine's eyes snapped open, startled by Rosa's outburst. Why did you stop? Oh. And she blinked for a few seconds. A look of horror creeped on her face. Oh, I guess it would have been. But I mean, is it because... No, I think they went far enough for it to be cheating. I don't know. Give me your opinions in the comments. What? Was that enough to be cheating, especially after she just accused Guillaume of cheating with the shopkeeper? Yeah. Yes, I didn't mean... Hey, no, Kath. Rosa couldn't stand the hurt in her eyes. She was probably blaming herself. Rosa wanted to shout how wrong she was, but the lump in her throat became a rapacious mouse? Mouse? I don't know. I've never actually seen that word before. A tumor had grown inside of her, a parasite. She could feel it pulse and slither inside her neck. She couldn't speak at all. Catherine wobbled off the bed. She wiped her mouth and cheeks, which were covered with a thin layer of drool. I'm so sorry, Rosa. I'm going to leave now. Kath, good night. Rosa should have followed her. But when she tried to stand, the floor twirled. She choked at the flavor left in her throat. Sick and cloying, sticky sweet like honey. I wish we still had honey. I'm sorry. It tastes both repulsed and enticed her. Thick spit leaked out of her mouth. She felt the urge to vomit. This is nothing, Mother. Just a bad after effect of alcohol. No, please don't call me that. It was an accident. We're not even getting Mother's voice anymore. What? Everything is fine. She would talk to Catherine tomorrow. Assure her that this was not her fault. Everything was fine. Hey, there was an urgent knock at Guillaume's door. The clock read 2:15 in the morning. He closed his journal and stood up from his desk. Yes, coming. I was wondering if we were going to get his point of view finally. He opened his door. Okay. Catherine stood in front of him, her cheeks stained with hastily wiped tears. Cath? The heck is this picture? Like, it's so creepy. Like, what's over her neck? Guillaume, can we talk? Oh, isn't it quite late? Please, it's urgent. Alright. Guillaume led her inside. Lady, you smell like my vintage bottle of Bourgogne. How do you know I guess if you drank enough. Did you get so drunk you actually thought of apologizing first? I didn't think I'd see the day. Sherry, what's wrong? Catherine's thumb went to her mouth without thinking. How could she even begin to tell Guillaume what she had done? Honey, I was really upset with you today. So despite any good sense, I went and got myself drunk. This time I dragged Rosa along with me. Things have a tendency to go out of hand when alcohol is involved, as you know. Long story short, I came on to Rosa. You know Rosa, the girl who was almost like my sister. Yes, I may have forced myself on her. And I did that right after she told me she had been abused before. She felt Guillaume's hand take her thumb away from her mouth. Cath. She looked at her fingers in horror. Her habit had surfaced again. She thought she had gotten rid of this as she grew up, replacing the nail biting with a meticulous, almost obsessive care for her fingers. My fingers are my livelihood. I must take care of them. Now the nails were chewed down to jagged stumps, and a couple of them had tiny blistering cuts. Cath, can you talk? Catherine's eyes snapped back to Guillaume, as if he had just materialized in the room beside her. Like, I just noticed as the eye clicked that her expression had changed. And, like, yeah, she looked like she was gone for a moment. Kind of like that. Like when there's just, like, little changes in the models. And they just aren't staring at you. To, like, the same face, no matter the situation. Okay, so yes, like I was saying, darling. Which is the worst thing? What do you think? This implied incest, my abuse of my best friend, or my infidelity to you? Well, if that doesn't cut it there, may I divulge to you one last point? I felt something worrying when I kissed her. Excitement. If she hadn't stopped me, something else would have. It felt so real, it didn't feel like a mistake. It felt like it had always been there, buried deeply. So much so that it felt like cheating. It was like a craving. I wanted it. So I don't know. Maybe that was like, maybe we were seeing like Rosa and Catherine's point of view, like thoughts at the same time. It was something I hadn't felt with you why is this happening? I don't know. I don't even know who I am anymore. Cath, you're scaring me. Tell me what's wrong. She don't like you. Like I've been saying for the past, like, I don't know, it's been about 2 hours for me. Even though I don't know when this video, how long it will be for you guys. But yeah, I've been saying she don't like you for about 2 hours. Okay, would you still want to marry me? Would you still love me if you knew? I wouldn't. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. But I think I know who I am now. I'm a selfish, depraved. Just because you just don't like men, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I have always been a controlling, jealous lover to you. And just one night of drunken frenzy, I went and took advantage of the two people I care for the most. Not enough wine to justify this. I went to call off the engagement. At first, Catherine saw that Guillaume treated it as a joke, but the panic in his eyes set in immediately. What? I said, I'm calling off the engagement. Well, I refused. You don't have a choice. I'm leaving tomorrow. No. Not until you tell me what's wrong. Guillaume's eyes didn't flinch. These were the looks he gave her that melted her heart. They were so sure and steadfast in their care. They were just fighting this moment, a fight she had started, as usual. Yet there was no doubt in his eyes at all. If she were to see that certainty fade away from his eyes, she knew it would break her. Is it about the fight earlier? Because, Kat, I swear to you, I haven't done any of No, stop. Hearing him reinstate his devotion to her just made it more painful. Tears pooled in her eyes and fell in huge, ugly globs. She had been doing so well, too. She had thought she could hold it in until she left. She wiped the tears as best she could, but more kept pouring out. It isn't about that. Then what is it? What do you want me to do? Whatever it is, I shall do it. This is so hard. Why did this have to be so hard? Why did she even go here? Right? You should have just wrote out a letter, put it on you somewhere that he would check, and just peace out. I'm just saying. Because she wanted to see his face. She wondered what it would be like for Cheetah to go back to the arms of her lover. Would it change somehow? Did she still love him? How could she even tell? All her emotions were wrapped in a thick layer of guilt. It was hard to distinguish every painful thought. She started to sob now. Yes, indeed. Ugly, unflattering snorts came out of her nose. It felt comforting to hold on to guilt. Its existence made the hatred towards herself bite less. Kath, please tell me what's bothering you. I'll wait. I don't deserve you. I'm a horrible person. You have to find someone else to marry. I don't do well with, when the word don't have spaces. I know it's probably supposed to be she's rushing, all this is coming out in a rush, but it made it difficult to read. So I had to pause, make sure I was about to say the right thing. Catherine let the words tumble out of her mouth, slightly relieved to be rid of them. She looked tearfully up at Guillaume to gauge his reaction, but he just stared back at her blankly. Then why wouldn't he say anything? Catherine sobbed, fearing the worst. Guillaume cleared his throat and spoke hesitantly. Could you, repeat that? He cupped his hand to his ear and angled it closer to her face. Don't do this, come on. He apparently hadn't caught any of her heartfelt words. Catherine snarled angrily at him. You idiot. I'm having a breakdown here. But I didn't understand what you said. I said you ought to find someone else because I am a horrible person. Guillaume pulled her to him. Oh, that's it. Whatever make you think that I'll accept that reason? I mean, you can't. Really? Because she could just leave anyway. But to put my 2 cents in, I don't know. I can see how she would feel like she abused Rosa, but I think it would be abuse if Rosa had been drunk and she hadn't, and she had done it intentionally. But because it was kind of from a place that they were comforting each other, I don't think it counts as abuse. You can disagree with me, and just put your opinions generally of this game so far. Is it interesting? Do you care about the ending at all? Do you care about these characters? what do you think of that scene between Catherine and Rosa, just in general? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like afterwards, like in hindsight, it felt like okay that seemed typical, but also a bit rushed. But we're gonna go back to this before my time. Spend all the damn time we're talking about this. Catherine's tears soaked his shirt. You don't know what I've done. Then tell me. You'll hate me, I guarantee it. Did you punch a baby? Why is that where his mind immediately went? Who was... Oh my god, okay. No. The inside joke made her laugh out of the blue. Oh guys, the inside joke. I haven't. It's been so long. She buried her face in his chest in a half sob, half laugh. Suddenly her doubts were cleared. Suddenly she didn't want to marry anyone else. Catherine's arm tightened around Guillaume's waist. I've been taking you for granted, haven't I? I've been arrogant, expecting you to always adjust to me and my whims. A new fervor sprung out of her love for him. I don't deserve you right now, but I'll work on that if you give me another chance. First she would tell him what she had done. Then it would be up to him if he still wanted her. He deserved that decision. What I did. But Guillaume stopped her with a kiss on her forehead. Tomorrow, after a hearty breakfast and a good night's rest, I'll listen to what you have to say. Though I'm quite sure my answer will be the same. How was it like it's the scene started with Guillaume, but it was still like from Catherine's point of view? Oh, did you? Okay. Catherine's face melted into a smile and he beamed at her. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, this is from everyone's point of view because you're like... It's almost like there's really no fourth wall. You are seeing everyone's thoughts. But, yeah, and when you do make decisions, it's as, like, mother. I forgot. I can't remember now. Okay, my star finally smiles. Catherine wiped her eyes. I love you so much. She sighed with content, part of her anxiety put to rest. I do. I really do. She whispered that last one under her breath, as if trying to console herself. Guillaume. Yes, dear. Will you make love to me? Guillaume's brows shot up in surprise. He's like, ooh, he was like, this conversation is giving me whiplash. What? Right now? Yes. No. Well, if you're not ready, later is also fine. Or tomorrow. Dear God. They trying to get me kicked off of YouTube. They trying to get me kicked off of YouTube. Because since it's already morning, then technically it's today, right? Guillaume's head tilted slightly, and an amused smirk plastered on his face. Please, take me seriously, Guillaume. Oh, she looked mad. You better not be laughing at her. Yeah, I have to know. I have to make sure. Make sure of what? Catherine? Guillaume held her hand. She trying to make sure she... No. I think you were tired. And just a little bit balmy. More than your usual. I think that's a typo. More than usual, I mean. But this is what we will do. Guillaume guided the woman to the bed and set her down. We are going to lay on the bed. I'm going to pat your head until you fall asleep. Hey, that's supposed to be romantic. I shall skip work today. Had that trifling little talk you want. Can you not be so fucking patronizing? Like, what? And as such, if you're still in love with, and still in a love-making type of mood, then, mademoiselle, I will take you up on your offer. Catherine's eyes moistened, but this time they were happy tears. I love you. Ugh, wouldn't throw up. Okay, Guillaume shrugged and lifted Catherine's legs up onto the bed. I love you too, and aren't you lucky? Save it. He climbed on the bed beside her. Catherine draped her arm over him. He searched for her hand, brought it up to his lips, and patted it. Oh my God, can we move on? She closed her eyes and rested her head on his chest, comforted by the warmth of his embrace. Monshel? What is that? Can I ask you something? Why do you love me so much? You haven't even used for a while. Is that a trick question? It feels like a trick question. Catherine whined. Alright, I shall humor you for now because you're in such a pathetic state. I love you simply because it's easy to love you, darling. You are my star, my light. You keep me right always. You make me want to do good by you, to be a better person. You aren't even my wife yet, but the townspeople are already calling you their lady. I may have to hand you to mark with them myself. That is only because everyone in town knows who I am. Oh, I wonder why that is. Is it because you help sell vegetables in the marketplace on weekends? Or because you conspire with my cooks to hold impromptu picnics with the locals? You know about that? One can only sneak out that much food without getting noticed, man. It amuses me how much the servants cover for you upon inquiry as well. It was my idea. They're not to blame. I know, darling, I know. Guillermo chuckled and kissed her temple. It goes to show how your presence uplifts everyone's lives, including mine. He's so full of shit. But honestly, those reasons aren't exactly why. I love you, Kath. I just do. Beyond what I thought I was capable of. Catherine's heart cracked with his last utterance. Who said, if I did something bad, would you still love me? Yes, I would. Are you sure? I'm sure. What if I've hurt an innocent person? What if I've hurt you? She bit her lip. What if I was unfaithful? Guillaume stared at her questioningly. Catherine buried her face in his chest. My timer is nowhere near being near about to run out. She felt his hand smooth over her hair. He whispered gently into her ear. If you would still have me... What? If you would still have me, come back to me. Shit. What? What happened doesn't matter at all. You are not your mistakes, Kat. Guillaume cleared his throat. Suddenly, he seemed to have trouble breathing. You had the power to change. How about you? If I told you that, I am not what I say I am with you. What do you mean? Never mind. It's a silly question. What? Is something bothering you? Guillaume turned his head away and closed his eyes. Nothing, darling. We should sleep now. Catherine patted away the frown on his brow. She traced his cheeks with her fingers. Guillaume, I do love you. Now I am more than certain. It gives my heart happiness to know for sure. I am way too cynical to be reading this. Like, I'm just like, can we get to something else now? Thanks. What reminded me was your generosity. You give every bit of yourself to the people you love. Do you know that? Because I have to, darling. Well, you have always inspired me. I have always looked up to you. You treat everyone, no matter their status, with kindness. Never have I met a man more generous and thoughtful about others. A man with so much love to give. And that is why I love you. You are a good man. But if that's not what I really am... Catherine shook her head. You can't fake sacrifice. I've seen you care for the people in this town. I've seen how you've loved me. Oops. Okay. I don't care much for intention, you see. It's what we actually do that defines us. Guillermo paused. His voice choked up in his... You could just say whatever. Not always. Not always. Guillermo found Catherine's hand on his face and squeezed it. She stretched her neck and kissed his cheek. Catherine, you're always scared I will leave you. But the truth is, I know it is you who will leave me. And it hurts. You know what? What? You are different. I've loved you for so long. It scares me how deep I have rooted myself. Sometimes I deem it better to end this wretched existence. Okay, first of all, like, never mind. To save you from, what are you talking about, Kimmy? You're not making any sense. Is it your turn to scare me? I'm sorry. They didn't speak for a while. The air seemed a little uncomfortable. She could feel Guillaume's stressful breathing on her forehead. Catherine wondered what Guillaume was talking about, but it didn't seem like he wanted to discuss it further. When Guillaume started to calm down, Catherine thought it was best to sleep and ask him about it the next day. But Guillaume spoke again. His voice was low and serious. Catherine, do you love me? What has this entire conversation been about? Like, you ain't so freaking frustrated. I messed up my own sentence. What have you been discussing? What is this? Okay, with all my heart, Guillaume. I've loved you for what it seems like my whole life. The candle flickered. Guillaume slipped his hands. What? Catherine's hand gently pushed her face towards his. She closed her eyes and I like how they disappeared. Anyway, she closed her eyes and let the sensation of his lips take her. His mouth left sweet traces on his skin, as if washing away her sins, blessing her anointing. You know what? I don't know. I feel like that's probably wrong. I feel like there's supposed to be an extra N in that word, but whatever. Her caption tasted salt in his kiss like the taste of tears. She wanted to take away all his sorrows. Guillaume held her tightly, longingly. She drowned herself in his embrace. His palm caressed, oh my god, caressed next as he kissed her, sliding her arm in the curve of her waist. I'll be honest, if I was just like an actual novel and I was not doing a let's play, I would literally just okay, and we're on to when like things start like on to the next part of the book. What? His fingers tugged gently on her skin. What the fuck is he like pinching her? What does that mean? Catherine darted her ear. Again. Fucking gross. Catherine darted her tongue inside his mouth, and Guillaume answered it with his own. She wanted his every kiss. She felt pleasure to know he was hers. My god. I swear, like I said, my channel had already been demonetized because I'm too small. Then this episode right here would just demonetize my entire channel. Ran up and down his back as the kisses grew heavier. Guillaume broke away. Let's stop. You're tired. Catherine looked into his eyes and saw he wanted her despite his protests. After the events of that night, there was a despair in Catherine that longed to be quenched. It was a selfish atonement, perhaps, a hunger for self-worth. She ran her tongue over his lips. I want this. I do not. Catherine sat beside him, massaging his shoulders and neck. She dipped her head and gave him a long, deep kiss. She opened his shirt. Why the fuck is you all these like nibbling and tugging you? What? Explain. Explain to me. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I'm being serious. Explain. Why would you do this? And she opened his shirt, nibbling on his ear. She did. The clenched fist. His aroused breath. This sentence. Again, maybe not the exact wording I would have chosen, but to be honest, I wouldn't have been writing a scene like this. So I guess my opinion is moot. I mean, I don't. Two different words tried to come out at the same time. I don't know what happened there. The cord on his neck. They were her little trophies, her bliss. Catherine pulled his shirt free. Can someone stop this? She traced the finger down his beard stomach. She watched in ecstasy as she bit his lip. Tonight he couldn't visit her made her swell with pride. Why are y'all doing this to me? What did I do to deserve this? I'm gonna have to like, dude. If it gets any more like I'm gonna switch over to like one of my Twitch screens, like my Be Right Back screen or something, until this shit, like until this, we're gonna skip this. If it goes any further, yeah, if it's like getting like detailed and shit, like I'm gonna be like, nope. We're putting up the BRB screen until y'all collect yourselves. It felt like a victory to her. Will be. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna skip past this. Yep. I am uncomfortable. Isn't she like 16 or something? I don't really know what to do to entertain you guys while the screen is up. This is quite a lot. Wow. There's that 17 plus content. But I could have sworn someone said that maybe there was some. What? What is that slapping noise? What is. This is not meeting. This is not, matching the text. I promise. What is. Is that just. Is that just ambient noise? What is that supposed to be mood setting? God, I don't understand. Like if anyone who's maybe new here didn't see that Q&A, well, that tag video I did, I identify as asexual. Sexual things confuse me. What the fuck is going on? This is taking forever. Jesus Christ. I am horrified. This is turning it. This is the horror part of this game. If you do, you want to see like this scene uncensored, the link to every game that I play is always in the description of my videos. Unless I forget. If you find a video where the game is not linked, just let me know in the comments. I will fix that. Okay, so Def, I know you can't see this, but that from the scene with Kath and Rosa, when that red was coming up, the dialogue in red that I thought was maybe Rosa's like internal dialogue, that was definitely Kath because it came up again. This description. Here comes what? Here comes the farmer's gun. What? Run rabbit run. Wait a goddamn minute. Like the text is just like she unclaps his pants like all this fucking time. I'm saying you get commentary with just a fucking be right back screen. He wants his farmer's pie. What are these phrases? What's going on? Is this actually supposed to be like sensual or something? Because these don't make. This is sort of letting. It is sort of feeding. Oh, wait, I'm going to back. Hopefully, I do not have to put that shit on, and this is done. But this is. So what I'm saying, it was actually giving me some thing because Kiyomi was becoming like the longer that entire thing, he was becoming more and more just like cold and less affectionate and thing. And so like now this is what this is. She's gonna wait, man. This is not what this is supposed to feel like. It feels different and wrong. So we're just gonna pick up and hope for the fuck. We'll power through this. Okay, a heaty, nauseous feeling immediately was clawing at her. What was missing? What was taken away? She didn't know what was gone until it was. The final scream of protest died in her mind, the last that was left of her lucidity. The urge to escape left. No more reasons to stop. Catherine moaned. Jesus, stop. No, I must not stop. Why did I even think that? What if he'd hate her? It was an agonizing thought. She had to give him more. See, he is doing that because he's like, he's literally just like, he's looking at her like she's in, and I think maybe that's what we're talking about, like the hunter and stuff, because now he's not looking at her as Kath. And he, like, that mask is dropped from being this person who just cares so much about everyone else. And I guess you sort of saw that in not the last part, but like part 3, when he was talking to Rosa, and there was some moments where he was just very, just like his, like again the mask dropped and he was just very cold to her, and then we just come back and he would just be kind again, and she's like, what? Yeah, more. His eyes observed her with cold amusement. Catherine touched his chest in reverence. How long can this go on? His eyes were cold, but his body was like fire. I don't know what this... How long? How long is this going to go on? Okay, in her mind's eye, he started to become something else. A winged creature engulfed in flame. They about to get me taken off YouTube. Goddamn. Both hot and cold and magnificent. Both beautiful and terrible. Both dark and light. At times she would be on the bed with a man she might remember as one she once loved. Other times she would be floating, suspended on a dark chasm of flesh. There was a creature with her, somebody she both loathed and adored. Sometimes there were two people. Sometimes there was only him. Only him. The woman called Catherine didn't exist. She was merely an extension of his mind. Soon all fear would be gone, little by little, disintegrating to be a part of him forever. That is the mystery of Guillaume solved. And I told you I was right. Okay. She was prepared to give everything to him. It didn't even seem a worthy sacrifice to lay at his feet. But no, all he asked for was her heart. That small, pathetic thing. It had always been his anyway. She gave it gleefully. He was so generous and considerate. Benevolent. Fair. She worshipped him. He was her God. Please want me. Please find me pretty. She craved his love above anything else. Above fear and confusion. Above the mourning at something precious lost. Love me, please. Love me. She begged. I'll do anything for you. And oh my God, wait. Is that Guillaume's voice? Or is that her? I don't know. This is confusing. His lips did not move save for a smile. The words simply dropped in her head, echoed, and took root. Catherine's eyes lost their glimmer. Anything. Then tell me again. I want to hear it. That's Stephen Guillaume's inner thoughts, and he is, wow, he was rude and nasty, and I really don't like him. Do you love me, Catherine? Her name on his lips was the only reminder of her former self. I do. I love you. And I love you so much. A wave of fire burnt her lips as their mouths entwined. So, who can get the holy water and just like get his passion height and his back arched? Okay. Maybe this is finally coming to a close because actually my time is running out. I would like to see something else besides this. Thanks. The sweat beat on his forehead and traced his temple. What a wondrous sight. He was ice beginning to thaw, a sun on the verge of eclipse. His coldness replaced by radiating heat that melted. Is that a heart? Okay. It melted and fastened her to him like fire metal. Really? Do you really love me? Yes. Okay, I know it says heart, and that's very creepy. Did she scream? Yes. The candle fizzled out. Beneath the depths of her hazy mind, she was weak. She didn't have to look at his face. What? She tastes just like the whatever, chocolate. The finest wine. And can't stop. Wait a minute. If he was, because that was, you know what? I don't care. I don't care at all. Whatever. He was there, he wasn't there. That was Cass, that was Rosa. It was all of them, maybe. Her whole body shivers with the taste of her hair. Her breath on my neck. Her fingers scratching my back. Oh my God. Okay. Her lust gives me suchness to move faster. To devour her faster. Stop. I knew waiting so long would be worth it. I've been her lover for years. And this flavor is divine. My head spins. My appetite swells. I can't stop. I can feel her excitement mounting with her helplessness. So, succubus? Wow. So, that spoiler was correct. If they're gonna call it a succubus in this game, don't know. But this is fitting what a succubus is. So, no, incubus, that one. Yeah, I think my lips ended late. I haven't breathed so deeply for a long time. You're taking too much. Her love is exquisite. It is laced with anger, reverence, disappointment, pain, memories, all different relishes and morsels melding into one. Stop it. Her love is a delicacy. You're destroying her. I can't stop myself. I haven't tasted this kind of love for so long. Flirtations and physical attraction can only get me by for so long. I was going to wait. There is a warning in her love. Confusion, doubt. But that helping of guilt tinged the flavor perfectly. I must feed now. Her love is the most perfect tonight. My body wants her. I cannot stop now, even if I wanted to. Liar. I almost let you escape. To save her, I almost ran away. I love her. I love her. And tomorrow, maybe, what will become of her? I will find another. Next time. Something insignificant. I want to relish this taste a bit more. He's arguing? Dude, this is like Smeagol and Gollum having that conversation at the lake where Gollum was like, Master doesn't love you. He's like, he's our friend. No. With every move, I feel her love osmos into my other mouth. Excuse me? She cling she clings to me, her moans louder, her bare chest glistens with sweat. If I could put like 17 plus, like in bold, in the YouTube title in the description, I'm going to do it. Okay, she is beautiful. Okay, it won't be long now. A final drawing of breath. Do you love me, Catherine? Give me all your love. All of it. Give it to me. I want it all. It's mine. You're greedy. Mine, Catherine. Give me more. Okay, we got it. We move on. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so done with this part. More. Yeah. Rosa stood in front of the door to Catherine's room. Her hand raised to knock, but she didn't move. Doubt was creeping into her mind like a spider crawling on a wall. She remembered the feeling of hunger from the night they had kissed. It was both familiar and utterly alien, like an instinct, an urge she hadn't felt for a long time. A shiver ran down her spine at the memory. She's avoiding me, isn't she? She hadn't seen Catherine for a few days since that night. She had been spending a lot of her time alone, locked away in her room. Whenever Rosa saw her in the chateau, she would excuse herself and leave. Rosa never got the courage to push the issue. But days had passed, and Catherine's behavior began to worry her even more. She is selfish, just like everyone else. I don't know. I don't think either of these things are true. But, okay, what did you expect? She's selfish, just like everybody else. She used you as an experiment, and now her curiosity is sated. She's done with you. You don't matter to her. You probably never did. Which is a good thing, darling. You see her true face. No matter. She's never going to love you like Mother does. Like all the others, she's going to leave you in the end, and then you're all alone. Only Mother will stay with you forever and love you. So be a good child and listen to what I tell you. Rosa bit her lower lip. This was all her fault, wasn't it? She needed to make it right. If Rosa talked to her properly, she was sure they would come to an understanding. She had to explain to her. What exactly? They had both been drunk and the kisses didn't mean anything. Her stomach churned at this thought. In the end, it didn't matter what Rosa wanted. Catherine obviously regretted what had happened. She didn't want to lose her friend because of too much wine. Rosa gently knocked on Catherine's door. Catherine, may I come in? Is it going to start, like, sort of coming to, like, points that we've seen before? Like, because I remember her coming to the room and, like, Catherine just being, like, very manic and just angry. He looked at them. I'm sorry for the mess, but can we talk? Rosa waited for an answer. None came. Rosa turned the handle slowly and entered. Okay, usually Catherine's room was brightly lit. The windows let in a fresh breeze, often carrying the sweet smell of flowers in spring. Right now, however, the curtains were drawn closed. The few candles burning on the desk weren't enough to banish the darkness completely. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's so... Oh my god, he messed her up, like, wow. You know, Rosa didn't get it right away. But, yeah, I'm 100% with her. Whatever she decides she's gonna do to this man. Yeah, the air hung heavy in the room. Catherine didn't turn around when the door opened. She just stood there, unmoving, in front of a wall. The sounds of something scratching along a rough surface filled the air. Rosa felt a shiver run down her spine at this sound, and her muscles tensed instinctively. She approached Catherine slowly and apprehensively. When she came closer, she could hear that Catherine was whispering the same few words over and over again. He loves me. He loves me not. Catherine giggled. He loves me. He loves me not. Catherine, are you alright? Rosa stepped next to Catherine and peered at her outstretched hand. In the dim light, it took a moment for her to make sense of what she saw. Catherine was scratching at the wall. The damage she had done to the wall was nothing compared to what she had done to her fingers. Kath? Oh my god, Catherine, stop. That's your freaking hands. But we're gonna finish the scene until something else freaking weird happens. Or we're at least gonna finish out this little scene between them. And then I'll end the video because honestly this game was too much today. Yeah, Rosa's guts twisted horribly. She grabbed Catherine's shoulder to turn around away from the wall. She blinked a couple of times before finally reacting to Rosa's presence. Tears welled up in Catherine's bloodshot eyes at the sight of her friend, spilling over her pale cheeks and chapped lips. She held on tightly to Rosa and started sobbing uncontrollably. Kath, what's going on? Why are you hurting yourself? Catherine tried to pull herself together as best she could, wiping her nose on the sleeve of her soiled dress. It was heart-wrenching to look at the mess that her friend had become. Oh, Rosie, you need to help me. You need to protect me from him. Don't let him touch me. Who? Let him what? Why do you need me to protect you? Suddenly, Catherine touched her finger to her lips with a scared expression on her face. She leaned an ear toward the door and listened intensely for a moment. Oh, he's here? The scared expression turned into manic and frightening glee. I think he's coming. Guillaume, honey. Guillaume, I love you. I'll be like, Rosa will be like, I'm gonna go. Okay, after yelling the last words, Catherine started sobbing again, with more tears streaming down her face. Before Rosa could try to console her, however, her sobs faded into hysterical laughter. It barely left time for her to gasp for breath. Oh, Guillaume, I love the way you pull me close to hug me. And how kind you are to everyone you meet. And your eyes. What's going on here? Guillaume stood in the door, frowning. His eyes wandered across the room and caught sight of Catherine. His face froze in shock. Guillaume stared. Oh, wait, sorry. Catherine stared wide-eyed for a second. Then she snarled at him like a ferocious animal. You bastard, get out of my room. Get lost. She stormed over to the desk and grabbed a letter opener from the table. Not playing around this time. Okay, with this weapon in a firm grip and malice in her eyes, she rushed to Guillaume. Don't you dare show your face to me. Catherine, no. The knife plunged into Guillaume's arm. You know he deserved that. Okay, blood quickly stained his sleeve red. But Catherine only recoiled to strike back, with no hint of stopping. I said, oh my god. Catherine. They wrestled for a moment until Guillaume was able to grab Catherine's hand. She dropped the letter open and slumped to the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. I feel like my cat is knocking stuff off, but then I turn around and I don't see anything. Rosa quickly picked up the blade and stepped out of her reach. When she turned around again, Guillaume had already pulled Catherine into a tight embrace. Between her sobs and hiccups, Rosa could hear her apologizing. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Guillaume. What? I'm so sorry. Do you love me? Please, Guillaume, do you love me? She repeated the question over and over again, no matter how many times Guillaume reassured her. It was probably a good idea to find something to calm her down. Rosa didn't feel completely at ease doing so, but she left her friend alone with the Marquis for a few moments. And later, she returned with a glass of water, laced with valerian root. Guillaume had already coaxed Catherine to lie down on her bed, while Rosa helped her drink the nightcap. They watched her in silence as she drifted into a fitful sleep. Guillaume and Rosa left the room. Okay, so since that little scene is over, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though I didn't want to end the video like, even though it was getting weird, and I didn't know exactly how far it would go and how detailed everything would be. I just didn't want to take the risk. So if you enjoyed it despite that, and any opinions you have of this episode, please leave them in the comments. I want to see what everyone else thinks, because now it's kind of obvious that this game is picking up. So yeah. And just to say again, if you want to see this game, it is free, so check out the link in the description if you want to play it yourself, and let me know. I don't know, just let me know things in the comments. Bye guys.